Back in Minecraft. Now I'm doing something a little different. Um, I changed my. I have not been on in a while. I got some new gear and changed up my setup. Um, got an Elgato, and I wanted to show my Bedrock world. I spent a lot of time playing Bedrock before I got into playing Java and hardcore. So this is the original spawn, and I did a lot of stuff in this world. So I thought I'd take a minute to just kind of go through it. This was early on when I really still didn't I didn't know what I was doing. So I just started building right here next to spawn. But there's some interesting stuff here. So this is kind of where I first started. We'll start over here. I had a lot of fun in this world. This is where I learned most of what I know about Minecraft. This is the first barn I built. I have not been in here in a very long time. We've got a grass problem here with the sheep. None of it, grass is not growing. But yeah, this was a fun little project. We got a small chicken coop over here. I did make this was just a building I started and never finished. A little sea pickle farm. And over here is a building that my primary nether portal is in. Yeah, so these are kind of like the firsts of everything that I did in Minecraft. So it's fun to come in here from time to time. This was a real pain to build, I remember. This roof is awful, but the the house isn't bad. There's a lot going on in here. So we'll go to the top and work our way down here. This was kind of, I didn't know what to do with it. It's just a giant attic, so I put all the foodstuffs up here. Then on the floor down here is rare materials, enchanting room, and all the other stuff like that. Armor, weapons. There's a little balcony that goes out over here. A little lag there. Let's see. Further down, this is kind of the main body. There's a lot of supplies, things of that nature. Now, most of the storage is down a bit further. This is a lot of decorating, lights, stuff like that. Down here was a later addition in this basement. It's where most of the storage is. And I really liked this this brewing station. This is where I've first learned how to use hoppers to simplify the brewing process. This is where I store all my shulker boxes and things like that. Let's grab. Never built a super smelter here. I was just kind of working with this stuff. And then further down, I'm actually going to come back up, but the lava farm I built, a disposal. This is a simple redstone disposal underneath here, just for getting rid of junk. If we go back up, to the surface here. Okay. There's the farming area. I had a bunch of frogs in here, but they are gone. I don't know what happened to them. Rip. They're just gone. There was a bunch of them in there. I still have some. I'll pop over into the nether real quick. I'm curious. I'm curious to see if they're still there. I had like a makeshift frog light farm going on in the nether. Really, to call it a farm is a bit of a stretch. It was really just 3 different colored frogs in an area where magma cubes might spawn. But I will jump over there real quick. There shouldn't be any pigs in here, but I'm not going to change my pants. You know what? Nowadays, oh, I got some frogs. Yay! How many we got? 2, 4. They're all here. Got some one magma cube over there. This whole nether area is an absolute mess. This is I don't remember how far this goes, but yeah, that goes to another portal that goes to the stronghold. Now, this was early on. I mean, like I said, this is like right when I started playing Minecraft. I had one world I started before this that was just, I played it for a little bit and kind of got my bearings and then started fresh again. This path right here goes for about 1,000 blocks, because when I started playing Minecraft and I first came into the nether, the first thing that happened was that dude just killed me instantly. And this spawn, I didn't know at the time, but this is an awful spawn. A terrible nether spawn. Right in a basalt delta. This was just a cliff. It just dropped me right here, just face to face with a ghast. And it took me, later on in my Minecraft time, finding a fortress was not that difficult. I've not really had that. But this world, I searched for hundreds and hundreds of blocks in every direction, and eventually I found one about 600 blocks from here. It was just a terrible, terrible ordeal. And so this pathway is ridiculously long. It is just, it turns a couple times here, and then it's about 1,000 blocks. So let me go back. Let's go back over here. I may go down there in this video. This leads out to a desert. I kept it going because this was I started playing when, like, right after like mangrove swamps were introduced, and I had a real hard time finding. It was before I knew about things like chunk base, so I was just on a blind search for for a mangrove swamp. Next to this, and you'll see how chaotic this is, and there's a railway system that is pretty massive underneath us right now. That's something I spent some time on. So I'm going to go over here real quick. Past this outpost. This was the first village that I came across. I built this kind of covering here. This is where the very first villagers I set up for enchanting. I'm breaking 3. Piercing. And they're still here, which is cool. There's quite a few of them here. And before I stopped, right as I was getting into Java, I stopped playing in this world because I wanted to switch to keyboard and mouse, because I'm just controller. It's not that bad, but any kind of first-person game where you need to occasionally aim, controller is. Keyboard and mouse is just a lot easier. There's a game reviewer that named Tim Rogers. He used to work for Kotaku. He was describing shooting from horseback with a console controller in Red Dead Redemption, and he said it was like eating a plate of spaghetti with a single Phillips head screwdriver, and that's kind of what it feels like. Though it is much easier to get around in Minecraft with keyboard and mouse. But this pathway here goes a pretty good distance. It's probably going to lag a couple times because I'm going to be covering some ground here. But I just made this for these. So this is the basement of the house, the main house where the lava farm and disposal is. And then through here is something I spent a lot of time on. So I'll show that real quick. This was a bit of digging. But right off the coast of where this is was a an ocean monument. And although I did not even... drying it out was not even, you know, uncovering it, using sand to uncover it and dry it out was not even a thought that I had at the time. But I did dry it out. And what I was going to do was, the reason this railway connects to that village is I was going to pipe the villagers over here. This is just a huge underwater glass structure that I made. And it's got all kinds of stuff in it. Another nether portal and different things, but it continues on. All of that coral, there was no coral in this area. I had to add all that manually. But I eventually connected it to this ocean monument. This took some time. Oh, still got a parrot over here.
Poor parrot.
Oh, my laser's still over here. But I emptied this out, dried it out, emptied it, and recovered the interior. I think it came out pretty cool. I really had a lot of fun making it. And it was the best use of a lathe that you can possibly hope for. I mean, you just hand them some pieces from the Ocean Monument block set, and they'll just go to town. And you can just come in here. I set up a beacon and just kind of went crazy with it. Let's see, what else? I'm going to ride this back to the main house and hop off. I went crazy with the frog lights when I first discovered them. Just lighting everything up. If you look up there, you can see my mob grinder up there. That's the first one I ever built. It works okay. That style mob grinder, just in my experience, does not work very well in Bedrock at all, just because of the difference in the way the mobs spawn. The ones that I build like that in Java work really well. Alright. We've got some audio glitch. But that's not uncommon on the... this is on PS5. It's just Bedrock on PS5. Almost back here. Let's see here. Let me hop off. Give me that back. I think I still have my very first Minecraft save. I'll back out here in a minute and see if I can find it. But I will go through the nether. I had to bring quite a few things just because I didn't know what I was doing. Bring quite a few things through this nether tunnel here. One thing that I brought through here, or let me rephrase that. One thing that I attempted to bring through here. All right, let's get on the open straightaway. It shouldn't take long for me to run all this distance, but I have like a netherite or an ancient debris farm that come on. I'm gonna have to see if I can do this. Ow. Ooh. I'm full up. Trying to make this quick. There's little things like that in Bedrock, like in a 2-block space. It's really hard to get gliding with your elytra on. I don't want to die here. Start over. Alright, there should be some openings up here. Yeah, so this was the Nether Fortress is about another 300 blocks that way. Let me see if I can get this open. See if I can get some darn it. Gonna be making a left-hand turn up here. It's a long way. Ouch. Kind of a funny story. One of the first real... I mean, you're going to die in Minecraft, and sometimes it's going to be real bad. Even in Bedrock, it's not hardcore, but, you know, you can essentially... You don't upgrade your character in Minecraft. You upgrade your armor and your buildings. And if something happens, causes you to lose all of your armor and weapons, it's pretty... it's a pretty big blow. So even though, you know... I think they're talking about releasing hardcore mode for Bedrock, but if you can still have a, I don't remember how to get there. Just the last little bit of this is right down here. Yeah, so this. Oh, I've still got a lodestone here. All right, let's go through here. But yeah, I was messing around in the house one day, and it was when I was building that lava farm, actually. And I had a bucket of lava on my toolbar. Yeah, so this is 8,500 blocks away, and there's the parrot. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. So when I first got the parrots, I had to come all the way out here to find the parrots because I just could not find. I couldn't find any biome where a parrot spawned, and I wanted to get it. So I got 2 of them out here, and I was just gonna, you know, run them back through the Nether. Let's get rid of this, guys. I'm gonna run them back through the Nether. And I don't know if this was intended or if it's... Because I've never tried to do it again, and I've never looked it up, but about halfway back, I had a parrot on each shoulder, and then I just started taking fire damage, and they both just burst into flames. Just out of nowhere, they just burst into flames and died. I'm guessing if they're... I'm not exactly sure what happened. But this is... yeah, this is just an area that, like, there's a mangrove swamp over there, and some other cool stuff out in this area. Yeah, pretty large desert. But, yeah, so one time, when I was building that lava farm, this was awful. This was just like an I'll never play Minecraft. I had a bucket of lava on my hotbar, and I had a crafting table behind me. But next to the crafting table was a glowberry vine. And the glowberry vine, if you look at it, it's got a little box around it where its hitbox is. I went to select the crafting table, but selecting a crafting table is the same controller button as pour a bucket of lava out on your wooden floor. Now, so that's what I did. I just poured a giant bucket of lava out on the floor. And everything just immediately started to burst into flames. And so, trying to think quickly, I remembered that I had, let's do this while I'm dying. I remembered that I had some buckets of water nearby. That's the warp forest. So I went, grabbed a bucket of water, and I thought, I'll just put this fire out, and it'll all be over. I'll repair what's burned. But what I actually did was hit the button that does not dump water out. It throws a bucket of water. And so I threw the bucket of water as an item into the lava and then unceremoniously died right there. Now, at this point, I'm kind of in a panic because most of that house that I had spent hours building is made of wood. And I knew that the roof was going to catch on fire, and I did not want to have to rebuild that roof. I really didn't want to rebuild it. And so I just figured, well, I'll respawn, and we'll take care of it. But I didn't realize that the last time I slept was in that desert. So I was all the way in the desert with no items, 1,000 blocks through the nether. And so, yeah, most of the wood in the house burned. I had to rebuild it. It was awful. It was terrible. I just want to get back to the main house here. It's just such a long walk. Almost there. All right. Back home, and then I'll see if I've got my original. I haven't opened that one in a very long time. I don't remember exactly what was in there. It's a lot of learning. All right, this is fine. So let me back out of here. I don't remember what the name of it was.
It's probably just your
Let's
oldest
see
one
here.
we have opened.
Let's see. That one. Wasn't that one. It wouldn't be that big. It would probably be... maybe it's this one? Let's see. Taking a minute. What is this? Oh boy, I don't know where I'm at or what I'm doing here. Well, that was the wrong direction. Do I have? I don't even have. This is... I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. I do have one more world in here that I... Maybe it's this one? Actually, I don't think it's even... I think it's only accessible on my PS4. But I do have another one that was pretty large. This was my first attempt at like a large structure. It came out terrible. but I will show it real quick. And I didn't know what I was doing. It's kind of a cool area, though. I will say that I spent just a lot of time jacking around in here. I love the spot that this spawn was really cool. This is the structure here, but I kind of refitted this village because it was super cool. But on the cliffside there, villagers would just falling to their deaths, just one right after the next. And all the stairs helped quite a bit, but I actually did spend some time in here. It kind of started as an experimental world. It was standard survival, but I never really finished it. Let's see here. But there's something really interesting underneath it. So let's go back inside, or inside for the first time. Come on. Okay. It was just so much space, and I really just didn't know what to do with it. It was just my first real. It was the largest structure I had built, and the staircase came out pretty cool. I learned a lot with this particular save. Let's see what else is in here. There's those towers, all my valuable items, shulker boxes in here. But this is pretty cool. This is the first automated storage system that I made. And it came out pretty good. It works great. The input for it is right here. So anything you throw in here, let's see if it still works. I haven't opened this file in so long. I think that it was regular dirt. It's gonna be loading up behind. But yeah, there it goes. And it still works. This was a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. Automated storage systems take a while, especially when I was still learning the game and I was on controller. You cannot. It slows you down a little bit. This is junk. So this is stuff that doesn't have a spot. It just automatically drops into this large chest here. And I was going to continue this on. I was having a lot of fun with this world. Those trapdoors, you can get to kind of the mechanisms behind this. But while I was digging this out to put this in here, I discovered this. This giant cave, which is just right underneath it. I don't think I ever made it around to doing anything down here, but I definitely had plans to. I was farming some netherwood down here, but it's a pretty big area. There's a few different levels, and it just keeps going. So it's kind of a bat cave underneath the main house. Let's see what else is in this world. Oh yeah, this is not spawn. I actually had camped out at spawn for some time. I might could probably use something like this for a screenshot. But I didn't start building. I have that bad. I have it in my hardcore world that I've been putting on this channel, where I want to be completely capable before I start building, and it's really something I got to break myself from when I play Minecraft. You just got to kind of start. I think spawn is this way. I think. I'm pretty sure it is. I have not been in this world in so long. Wait. Yeah, there was a village. I think it's right here. Yeah, this is my spruce trees. this was where I started the world, and I beat the game from here. I just built this little hut. Yeah, the villager's still in here. Should be like a mending villager and a unbreaking 3 villager. Very cool. But yeah, I got my nether portal's around here somewhere, but it's right there. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. With this world. I think I've got one more I can show. Let's go ahead and make this video 35, 40 minutes. Let's back out here. I think it's this one right here. This one I did with a friend of mine, co-op. It was pretty fun. Where are we at here? It's weird jumping back into these worlds that you haven't been into forever and you just do not recognize anything at first. But this one where you keep the game in. Yeah, I had to build a wall around this giant pit here because the villagers were just nosediving off of it. Let's see here. There's a mob grinder out there. And a couple small structures. And a beacon. Well, part of a beacon anyway. But this one was just for fun. And it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it from the Bedrock days. I have another YouTube channel that is the name of it is Griswold, and I play a lot of Souls games. Doing a Dark Souls 2 playthrough right now, an Elden Ring. I'm doing a Remnant from the Ashes walkthrough. But I love Minecraft. I try to play it as much as I can. It's hard to find the time to do variety stuff and Minecraft hardcore. Plus, I stream. I'm not much of a video editor. Minecraft is a video editing game, as far as YouTube is concerned. There's a handful of people out there that stream hardcore worlds and are successful with it. But yeah, you can see it among us out there in the distance. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Just hanging out with me while I experience some nostalgia, some old worlds. Not that long ago, but it seems like it. But I am going to. I've just redid my stream setup. Well, part of what was causing me to go weeks at a time without streaming was just my variety channel. I was streaming from like PS5, and then Minecraft hardcore I was streaming from my PC, but I didn't have a capture card. I didn't have a proper OBS set up, and it was just it was a chore every time I wanted to do it. And but now I've got a very easy to use and should be fairly decent quality setup. So I will be back on more often. This is a mob grinder that works about like a Bedrock mob grinder works, which is not very good at all. But yeah. So thanks for stopping by and watching this, and I hope things are going good for you. And maybe I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.